Hi, everybody. A key concept in understanding the decay cycle when looking at soil, when looking at your agricultural, looking at your gardening, is to understand digestion. So, your soil is a living entity, and you are feeding it organic matter, which it is breaking down. Now, if you have a very rough organic matter, like say a wood chip, you're going to see ants and things that cut and break. You're going to see large beetles. And if you have a finer mix, you're going to see more earthworms and small beetles and little crawly things you can't quite identify, but the whole soil will look living in terms of the amount that's going on. As that gets digested, you'll see less and less of that large uh, element, the large insect breaking things down. You'll see more, or you won't see it because it'll be too small, but there'll be more and more microscopic action going on. And this is what feeds the plants. So you want the soil to break down in this way. And knowing that the soil is digesting the matter is key, because digestion is not a thing. It's not A or B. It's a whole spectrum. Do you have a heavy digestion? Do you have a light digestion? What is the organic material in there, and how much biological life is feeding off that? If you have good digestible organic matter, the biology just comes naturally. The microbes just float in on dust, and then when they find a good home, they replicate at exponential rates, so they quickly fill the environments that they have if it's a fertile environment. So when you add the good organic matter, you increase the digestion. Now this happens over a period of time, because you can't just dump a bunch of organic material on there. You have to make it, and they have to spread it around. You don't put much on all at once or ever. So you just layer it in, and then you create cycles that replenish the organic matter as you grow out of it. And so not only are you adding more organic matter, but you're creating a cycle that keeps it there once you've added it. And this digestion rate is how you can measure the biological activity in your soil, the fertility of your soil. And it's a really cool thing to check out. Like in my yard where I don't grow, it's surrounded by the compost pile, the worm pile, and then my garden. So there's these islands of fertility. And what's being connected between it, I've noticed in the past year, I've been working on myself for about 3 years, there's a heavy worm population. So like the area between my fertility patches is becoming more fertile. It's beginning to link the two together with earthworms, which means that the organic matter is getting processed in the soil. And I have chickens and dogs, and a lot of everything's getting left on the ground, and I mulch my grass. I'm also letting it go to wild grass, legumes, and other things. So like there's this whole digestion that's happening. It's so active now that I'll see some chicken poo one day, and like 2 days later it's gone. Anyway, just want to make a video about digestion. Thanks.